Ladies and gentlemen, this is TVP World. You're watching another edition of Military Mind, bringing you news from the front lines. I'm your host, Benjamin Lee. Overnight, Russia launched a new wave of ballistic missiles and drone strikes on Ukraine. Explosions were reported in Kyiv and multiple regions across the country. In Mykolaiv, Russian drones targeted industrial facilities, causing damage but no casualties, according to local authorities. In the neighboring Zaporizhia region, 4 rescuers were injured after a Russian FPV drone struck a minivan traveling along a road. In Chernihiv, 3 civilians were wounded in another attack. On the other side of the front, Ukraine continued to strike Russian critical infrastructure. In Oriol, local residents reported explosions near the city's heat and power plant. The facility sits less than 1 kilometer away from the defense enterprise Oriol Techmash, which produces military repair and evacuation systems. The Oriol power plant, the region's main electricity and heating provider, had already been attacked on the night of October 31st. Strikes Ukraine attributed to its Neptune cruise missiles. Ukrainian drones also reportedly attacked energy infrastructure near the city of Vladimir, and the regional governor said emergency crews were deployed to the site and that all essential systems remain operational. Meanwhile, drones were also detected in Belgium, prompting temporary shutdowns of Brussels and Liège airports on Wednesday evening. The Air Traffic Control Service confirmed sightings near Brussels Airport around 8 p.m. local time, and Liège Airport, a major cargo hub, halted operations soon after. Brussels briefly reopened before closing again due to new drone alerts. Additionally, 6 drones were seen over Kenbergel Air Base, Belgium's main military base. Local media note that the base is widely believed, though never officially confirmed, to host part of the US nuclear arsenal in Europe. Belgian police conducted searches of vehicles around the base. Similar incidents occurred on the 1st of November. Turning now to the front line. Ukrainian military analysts described the situation in Pokrovsk as increasingly unfavorable. Russian forces have firmly infiltrated the city and are advancing in significant numbers, engulfing it from multiple directions. Ukrainian defenders reportedly cannot effectively strike Russian troops in the southern outskirts, where Russia's advance has been most aggressive. Deep State and other monitoring groups report intense fighting on the western approaches to the city. Ukrainian units are attempting sweeping operations and local counterattacks, both inside and around Pokrovsk. But analysts warn that Russian incremental advances are making these efforts increasingly dangerous and difficult. The Ukrainian Navy carried out a high-precision strike on a Russian Special Forces unit positioned on the Sivash drilling rig in the Black Sea. Now, according to the Navy, the strike destroyed reconnaissance and surveillance equipment the occupiers were using to monitor the area, along with an anti-tank missile system. For a long time, the Sivash platform had served as a Russian outpost for tracking ship movements and unmanned systems in the northern Black Sea. Thanks to the precise action of Ukrainian forces, the Russians suffered significant losses in both equipment and manpower. Under cover of night, with only the roar of engines and the whistling of winged shadows overhead, the warriors of the UAV interception unit from the 3rd Army Corps head out to the hunt. Their mission is to stop the deadly Shahed 136 drones launched by Russian forces towards Ukrainian cities. Now, these fighters have already brought down more than 130 loitering UAVs that never reached their targets. Each Shahed they destroy means lives saved and homes, hospitals, and schools preserved. The operators work with maximum focus. In just seconds, they identify the drone's direction, take aim, open fire, or jam the signal. It's precision work where every mistake can cause lives.
Земля, десант. Забирайте.
Підключаю антенну.
То що робить? Просто подожди. Акустично чуємо шахет, будемо вилітати.
On the Pokrovsk front, artillerymen from Ukraine's 55th Separate Artillery Brigade delivered another standout performance. During counter-battery combat, a French Caesar self-propelled artillery unit disabled a Russian 152mm 2A36 Hyacinth gun with a precise strike. The battle lasted only a few minutes. Reconnaissance identified the enemy's position, the coordinates were instantly relayed to fire control, and moments later, a Caesar shell struck the Russian crew. A powerful explosion followed, sending up thick smoke. Only debris and crater remain at the site. During a reconnaissance mission, Belarusian soldiers from the Kastus Kalinouski Regiment, who are fighting on the Ukrainian side, came under serious aerial threat. An enemy FPV drone appeared overhead and attempted to attack the group. Video shows the team's immediate reaction. Seconds of tension, a rapid search for the target, and then a precise shot by the operator that takes the drone down midair. The emotions are raw. Adrenaline, nerves, full concentration. Even experienced fighters don't hide their tensions in these moments because they know how fast an FPV drone can turn a routine mission into a tragedy. And with that footage, we conclude this edition of Military Mind. But for more news, update, and commentary, please stay tuned to TVP World.